we have our new chapter, and it's so much to cover. And I'm just gonna say this first and foremost. If you guys want to check out the trailer, I'll send you guys over there from the link in the description. Also in the description is going to be everything I'm going to discuss in this video. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go, but go ahead and put anniversary fragments in. If you're on console, go ahead and put anniversary fragments in on your redemption code menu tab whenever you guys get a chance to put it to play the game, and you guys are going to get 10 Rift fragments free. And as far as the other codes, see, just wanted to test it out for you guys, so that way you guys know it works. But the PC codes I'm going to also have listed in the description, so since I'm on PlayStation 5, it's not going to be able to obviously work. But I'm going to run through the entire sort of showcase, basically with the whole entire event, everything they're going to add to the game, and all the things that's coming soon to the game in the near future. But I just want to say this: these developers have really put in a lot of work for this game, and you can tell that they put a lot even for this chapter. I think this is going to be the best DLC. We're not getting just one survivor and a killer. We're getting two survivors. This is the first ever chapter that we're going to get two survivors and then a killer. And now on top of that, we're getting a brand new map, the Racoon City Police Department from the Resident Evil 2 game, but also includes, it's basically the Resident Evil 2 remake from the ground up from the RPG. So you guys can check that out if you want to. Now our survivors, we have, just to start, we have Leon Kennedy and Jill Valentine. And once I saw Nemesis, I knew Jill would have to be the survivor. That was just like the complete giveaway. It's like Nemesis has always been chasing her from the beginning. I don't know if you guys ever played Resident Evil before, but this is a good time to get into this game. And if you haven't played the older ones from Resident Evil 2, 3, or the first game, or maybe 4 or 5, check them out. You're definitely going to like it. If you like horror games, that is right up your alley. The games are scary and different. It's all different variety of characters you can play with and all that good stuff. But I'm just going to leave it on the menu here. I'm going to turn the music down so you guys can be able to hear me. Just turn it down a little bit. So we have our survivors, we have all of our information, and as far as the release date for this DLC, it comes out publicly on all platforms June 15th. Now the funny thing is, as I mentioned, that it's already playable now. If you're on PC, you can try it. Go ahead and head over to play, go ahead and check out the PTB, the public test build, and be able to play with the new survivors Leon Kennedy, Jill Valentine, and then check out Nemesis. So I'm definitely going to be watching and see how the game runs and how the map is. But I already know my way around the map anyway, because I already played the Resident Evil 2 remake and already being able to play it more than once. It's different scenarios. You get to also play with Leon and Claire, with two different characters from the game. But Claire is unfortunately not part of this chapter, like some of you guys probably were looking forward to. So the map is the Racoon City Police Department map, just like I mentioned, from the Resident Evil 2 remake. We got our release date, and the PTB is live now to play now, to available for you guys to get into if you guys want to. But that's only for PC. And just like I mentioned, the PC codes are going to be already in the description along with this information. But we're going to talk about a little bit more things that's going on. And they also mentioned that it's going to be a unique perk, which they didn't really explain everything, because they wanted to really say all the other stuff for the near future, for other future updates and information. There's going to be a new unique perk where you'll be able to spawn a flashbang grenade. I'm not sure if it's going to be for Leon, or is it for maybe both Leon and Jill exclusively. But if I were to guess, it sounds like it could be a Leon perk, if anything. And just to talk about the killer now, because we didn't get too much information about the survivors. We don't know the names of the perks yet. I haven't even seen much of the PTB to know what they're capable of and what they can and cannot do. For the Nemesis power, it's going to be something called the T-Virus, where he can infect survivors with his tentacles. And as he infects more survivors in the map, he gains more power as he affects them, and his tentacles is going to get even more range as he continues to infect the survivors. Now, just watching the gameplay, what does that make you think of with just from the infection? Is they just threw a different name in with the T-Virus instead. It's just, instead of being the play's vomit, it's the Nemesis tentacles being able to infect the survivors if you're going up against them. And something else that they showcase is that um, they're going to be zombies exclusively only when you're facing Nemesis. So that's only going to happen only when you face him. But no other killers are going to have zombies. Only Nemesis will be able to have these zombies that'll be AI control added to the map, and exclusively when facing Nemesis, just like I mentioned. And the zombies will try to bite you, so the player won't be able to control the zombies and switch to them like the twins, like you can switch between Victor and Charlotte. But the person playing as Nemesis can only play as that particular killer. The zombies will be completely controlled by the AI. So watch out for those zombies because they'll be able to infect you as well. And some other similarity with going against the play, instead of those fountains where you cleanse yourself, you're going to have to look around the map for vaccines. A limited amount of vaccines are going to be placed around the map. Now, my only question is that are they going to eventually spawn after a little bit, or is it just going to be only a limited amount of limited amount of vaccines on the map itself, and then they're going to be gone for the rest of the trial? I'm curious to see how that works. So I'm going to have to try to check that out. It might even work similar to how where the play takes the power from a fountain of blood, and then it becomes available again, maybe later on in the map from a limited amount of time after that has passed. But I'm curious to see how that works. But that's everything that they discussed about the survivors, Jill and Leon, and Nemesis, for some information as far as that. They just showed the movements of Leon and Jill on the game itself. So that's everything that covers that as far as the chapter and the DLC and stuff like that. So you can play the PTB now if you're on PC. Now we're going to talk about some more of the updates that's coming soon in the near future. We got updated graphics coming soon. They showed the updated graphics looks for the Trapper, and they talked about Survivor and Killer reworks from the visuals. So you see how Ace is looking like this now. He's gonna look a lot more upgraded from his outfit, his facial visuals and stuff like that, skin, all that good stuff. It's not even just Ace. All different survivors are gonna get that makeover and rework, just like we have with the Doctor, and then the other killers outside of just other than the Trapper are going to get that updated visual look, so they'll look a lot more upgraded in actual next gen graphics. So I'm really excited for that. As for more killer updates, it's going to be more changes. I know there's going to be more changes to their perks and maybe some abilities. From what I heard about Demogorgon, I think they talked about that earlier this year of how they're going to make some changes with him, but no sort of release date on when that's going to come. So we're just going to have to keep an eye out for that. They mentioned a new perk type for survivors. It's going to be some kind of new interaction with dull totems called boon totems, but they didn't really explain too much about what they can do. It's going to be only exclusively to survivors. So see how killers have those other lit totems now? Now we're going to have our own little totem interactions with boon totems. So they're going to share more in the future as far as that. Going back to the killers, Memento Mori updates, and now we're going to get changes to that now. So instead of just putting up an offering for the killers to initiate that Mori and just bring it along with you, now killers out there, you killer mains out there are going to have to earn your Mori a different way. So again, same thing as usual from before. Can't really get into too much details as far as that, but they're going to share more in the near future and when how that's going to really work with killers now having to earn their Moris now instead of just using an offering to bring along within a trial that they're going to get ready to queue up for a match. Key changes, more updates coming in the future for that, and then we're going to get into the 5th anniversary celebrations. It's going to include lots of different rewards. I really like these. The rainbow flag charm for Pride, for you guys out there for Pride Month. An exclusive 5th anniversary event, limited time, just like they did with the 4th anniversary. This 5th anniversary event is going to be scheduled to take place July 1st through to July 15th. Items of confetti they mentioned from med kits, flashlights, toolboxes, just like we had those little festive toolboxes from the lunar year. We're going to probably have something like that with those anniversary items, but with confetti and stuff like that, stuff that you can play around with in a trial. But I'm sure the killers probably won't even let you get a chance because they'll just knock you down anyway. David and Rafe are getting anniversary outfits. just like similar to the looks of how Deathslinger has one from the year 4 anniversary. So it's gonna be David and Rafe anniversary outfits. They didn't show anybody else getting any outfits. 2 exclusive charms, a naughty bear charm that they mentioned. Quick mention for the iridescent shards here. Free iridescent shards to unlock 1 full character each day that you log in. So you're gonna get even more. You get that login bonus plus the blood points, I'm sure, where you get enough iridescent shards to unlock 1 full character. So I think that's pretty sweet. And then each day that you log in, the Shrine of Secrets will change for a 7-day period. I really like this the most. Every day the Shrine of Secrets will change for a 7-day period and will be 500 shards less. So let me head over to the store real quick. So I think this is pretty cool. I like that deal. See how we get it? Look, it refreshes in 6 hours. The next day it'll just keep on changing. So if you're looking for certain perks, so you got this one of my favorite perks, Unbreakable, get right back up. 1 time only. 1 time for the 1 time. So each day, these perks are going to change in the Shrine of Secrets. So all the perks that you've been looking for, you don't have to worry about grinding up those characters to unlock their teachables and wasting all your blood points, hoping that you get it to come up in a blood well. You just wait till the next day. You might just get lucky to get maybe 2 or get that particular perk that you're looking for, or maybe that next perk will not just within the same day. You'll probably get 2 for 1. You get 2 perks that you're interested in. 1 perk for for one of your survivors, and 1 perk that you want to use for your killer main, or one of your killers that you use as your main. So that was basically everything. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Just run through it. They did mention Funko Pops that are going to be available. That's coming soon. That was at the end, and I already mentioned the PTB is available to play if you guys want to check it out now. But something I want to say, just going back, that was basically everything. But something I want to mention about the chapter, it didn't really matter who they really added. If it was Chris, Claire, or anything like that, I'm just happy that, I'm thankful that we got a chapter and continue to get these updates. I'm happy that they were even able to set up a collab with Capcom anyway to even get a chapter from the Resident Evil, just the iconic game and a popular horror game series like Resident Evil. It can't get any better than that. And I think this is the best DLC, hands down. We're getting way more than what we imagined. I thought we were just going to get a killer and a survivor, and that's it. We got two survivors. Just to say it again, 2 survivors, a killer, and a new map. And then all these different updates that's coming out soon. Summer's going to be really packed. So I can't wait till June 15th. But I'm definitely going to check out the PTB and see how it is, and see exactly how Nemesis plays, how the map works and stuff like that. But it looks very familiar to the Resident Evil 2 remake. So if you played that game, you guys should be able to know your way around from upstairs to downstairs and everything, from the STARS office that they have, just iconic places like that. So who knows? I would probably recommend saving your shards and your auric cells. Maybe they'll give us some cosmetics for other iconic survivors. Maybe we'll get a Chris Redfield outfit for Leon or something like that. But we're not going to get those other survivors. But it's better than nothing. I still think this is one of the best DLCs. But let me know what you guys were hyped up about the most for this update and for this event. I really enjoyed it for what it is. And just to mention it, I really like that Shrine of Secrets change for 7-day period. I don't really go to the Shrine of Secrets because I've just been saving up my shards. So I might end up spending a couple there. And then, even if you spend at the Shrine of Secrets, you're going to get it right back because all you got to do is log in. And then it's already going to be 500 less shards anyway. So you'll be getting more for what you, for just playing the game and being active. But let me know what you guys like the most, and if you guys are excited. Maybe some of you guys probably don't like the survivors, or maybe you expected somebody else. But I knew it wasn't going to be somebody from Resident Evil Village. It was too soon. It was too early. The game just came out. Dimitrescu is as great as everybody goes crazy about Dimitrescu and all the other characters in the game. She's just not iconic like Nemesis and Mr. X was. So I'm surprised it wasn't Mr. X. I think he was the other possibility. If it was going to be Claire, it would only make sense to put Mr. X if it was Claire Redfield. But now that it's Nemesis, it was a dead giveaway to know that it was Jill Valentine. But Leon was also a bonus surprise. So I'm really enjoyed this event. But the links to the PC codes for the other bonuses and giveaways are going to be in the description for PC players only. It doesn't work on console. And then if you guys want to catch up with the show, I'll link you guys there in the trailer. And I'm just going to continue to level up, grind up some blood points, save my aura cells, and just wait till June 15th. It's not even that far away because May is almost over.